So I'm currently on the Pacific Crest Trail. 30, actually it's 40 miles outside of Kennedy Meadows. So I'm in the mountains. And I figure I'd do a little review on my some of the gear I have. The first one would be the Thermarest Neo X-therm. And that one is designed to hold in the heat. It works pretty good. The only problem is that I had was straight out of the box when I was in Campo. It had a small leak, and then by the third day it was losing all the air in the middle of the night. So I didn't have time to find the hole until I got to Wild. So it was all that time. Finally I put it in the bathtub and there was a pinhole. So there was a pinhole in it from factory, which kind of sucks. But you know, sometimes you get defective, so I won't blame that on them. You know, things happen. But I finally, most of the time that I've used it, it's held up the heat really well. Keeps me warm. I can feel on the bottom. The only problem now, last night we finally had cold, like really cold weather, I guess. It was when I woke up at 5 in the morning. It was 32 degrees, so in the middle of the night it must have been between 25 and 30. And I kept waking up at night and feeling cold on the bottom. So the cold air was, or the cold ground felt like it was coming through. Now under it, I do have a, let me show you guys. So under my Thermarest, I have a Thermarest sea light, which is supposed to reflect the heat. And I have it facing up. Maybe I'm using it wrong or not, but the cold was still getting through. But that helped with the cold. I didn't freeze to death or anything. But it's still, if you guys are looking for heat until like 0 degrees, it's probably not gonna happen. You're gonna have to build up your sleeping system. Now I have a Thermalite Fabric Reactor Extreme. And this one keeps me toasty at night. I put it inside my sleeping bag. And for my sleeping bag, I have a Marmot Never Summer. And it's rated to -4.7 Fahrenheit. Now, I'll tell you guys about this in a different video. Because it's a good sleeping bag. But it weighs 3.5 pounds. So it is kind of heavy. And this is 650 down. But altogether, it held up pretty well. I felt cold, but I wasn't freezing at night, at least last night. So tonight we'll see what happens. So this time I'm gonna wear my thermals, and then I'll let you guys know what happens in the morning. But out of 5 stars, I would give the Thermarest Neo X-therm, I would give it about 4 stars because of the hole and because it's not really holding up heat at very low temperatures. And 25 to 30 is not that low. I mean, if it held it up to like 10 or 15, then I would be really impressed. But anyway, if I would do it again, I would probably get the Thermarest Sea Light and then get an ultralight Thermarest instead of this one. But that's just me. So anyway, I'll let you guys know in the morning how it panned out. Okay, so in the morning, I woke up pretty warm. It didn't get too cold last night. It got as cold as like 34, 35 degrees. But I'm still happy with my sleeping system, so I might keep using it in the future. So if this helps anyone with them picking the Nair mattress, I hope it helps. I'm just going by my experience, so this is just pretty much my experience, but I hope it helps you.